On June 4, 2026, the Hebrew University of Jerusalem hosted the conference Jews in Relation to Christians and Christianity. The event brought together over 100 participants, including university professors, volunteers, and numerous Christians from various congregations and communities. Professor Denis Charbit of the Open University recalled the recent attack on a religious sister who was walking near Mount Zion.
I wanted to dedicate this conference to two people. First, to the religious sister who was attacked, so that she knows our heart is with her and that she is not alone. And also to the one who came to her aid. Everyone saw the video. When the attacker comes back to strike her again, some people draw near and then go on their way. But there was one who said, faced with a reality like this, I cannot remain indifferent. To that man, whose name we do not know, I would give a medal.
Professor Karma Ben Johanan of the Department of Comparative Religion and the Center for the Study of Christianity addressed the memory of historical hostilities still present in both Christian and Jewish culture.
And this is a history where, of course, there was much conflict, but there is something about the possibility to meet again and hold this history together, not give it up, not give up on it, on the identity and on the tradition, but being able to come to recruit this tradition with its wounds and to approach the other in respect, in the same way as an understanding that they have their own tradition as well. This is where we can really, I think that many churches have done that very strongly in the last few decades. And I think Jews in the diaspora have done this more. And now I think it's really our task as Israeli Jews to do the same.
The Dominican father, Olivier Catel, of the École Biblique and a student at the Hebrew University, where he will soon complete his doctorate on the Talmud, shared his experience as a Christian student in a Jewish-majority setting.
Et je peux dire que j'ai toujours reçu un très bon accueil ici à l'Université hébraïque.
I have always been very warmly welcomed here at the Hebrew University, in exchanges that allowed me to understand Judaism better and to build bonds of friendship. To be able to say, in Hebrew and as a Christian, how I live in this land and how together we can find solutions to move forward is a fruit of these years of study. The more I come to know Judaism in its historical development, the more deeply I understand my own Christianity, not by opposition, but through a kind of co-naturality between the two traditions.
A volunteer since 2023, Alicia decided to offer this service out of her sensitivity to the question of minorities.
I was not born here, I was born in Argentina. I was a minority. I grew up being a loved minority, respected. And I said, what's going on? And I felt it was my obligation to be over there and say, no, Jerusalem must be a place open to everyone, giving security and the feeling of pertinence to everyone. We are people. We connect. We live together. That's the issue. Being human beings, meeting, getting to know each other.
The organization was born in early 2023, when the already sensitive reality of the Christian Quarter and the Old City worsened. Since then, a group of Israeli Jewish citizens, led by Yiska Harani, a scholar of Christianity, founded the RFDC, a non-partisan body that sees aggression against the Christian community as a direct violation of the founding values of the State of Israel. For Harani, this harm strikes the communicating vessels of life in the Holy Land, because mutual respect and tolerance are the cornerstones without which we cannot live here in peace.